OBS cooperate? Come on, OBS. Just a second. For some reason, this game... Is it popped up? Did it cooperate? Are you doing it? Hello! Alright, there it goes. I think that's good. Okay. Hello, everyone! Ooh. Happy birthday! I know it's somebody's birthday. Rainbow Factory Taylor, happy birthday! Bread! I hope everybody is feeling good and feeling well. And hopefully we can solve this mystery. All anime nonsense with our hands on our hips. I don't want to dilly-dally too much because I'm feeling a teeny bit under the weather myself. You're very welcome, Rainbow. Thank you. Thank you, Nico. It's a wig. I just felt like wearing my wig today. Or more or less, I didn't feel like trying to put a comb through my real hair today. I have to look at my phone because if I switch the screen to OBS or YouTube, it cuts the music of the game off. You made it purple. Hello, Nico. I saw you were camping out some more. Ooh. Is the music too loud? Should I turn the music down a little bit, or can you guys hear me all right? Hello, Miku. Miku. Miko the silly goober. Hello, I hope you're feeling okay. Okay, Nico, as long as you do it and you don't hurt yourself and you don't make yourself too tired. Yeah, I figured the music sounds a little loud. Maybe... Maybe? It sounds like it didn't do much. Okay. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday, Rainbow Factory Taylor. So I don't want to dilly-dally too much because I want to solve this mystery. So this is Drops of Death. This is a visual novel, a murder mystery visual novel, where one of these lovely folks, not me of course, not these two in the middle, but one of these four folks is the murderer. And it could happen that the character that you're romantically pursuing ends up being the murderer, and then all kinds of shenanigans would ensue. Oh, good, Nico, you got some sleep. Okay, Miko, just you take it easy. You take it easy. That's a lot to go through. Just take it easy. Now is the time to rest, relax, watch some videos, get your comfort food. Just don't let anything overwhelm you. So, we have a lot of evidence. I don't know what this evidence points to. I don't know if we're gonna have to Phoenix Wright pick this evidence or anything. Oh, that sucks that you can't look closely at the evidence. So, in the last video, I'm going after this guy, whose name escapes me. It's only been a week. Edwin. So I'm romantically going after Edwin because he's a cutie pie, and he's like your school friend, your best friend, and he has a school knife that I guess has a little, I don't know what that symbol is, but it's got a little symbol on it if you can see it. So this murderer could be anybody, and they've clearly shown that they have this knife with this symbol on it. So, until we move forward, we don't know who the murderer is. Natasha, I think her name is. She was a friend of one of the people who was murdered, but they kind of had a falling out. There was something between them. She hasn't done anything, but cute bespectacled girl here, whose name escapes me, she, I don't know, I feel sus about her. She runs a true crime blog that she's always trying to get us to look at. And then there's the lead detective guy, cool guy over here, who's leading the case, but he seems awful protective of us. So it could be anyone. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Exactly, strawberry champagne. So the murderer could be any one of these four, and there's a 1 in 4th chance that we could be romancing the murderer. I don't know what'll happen. It could be anyone, Jazzy Hearts. It's randomized, so when you start the game, it's randomized. So any of them could be the murderer in this playthrough, and then in another playthrough, it could be someone different. So is this where we left off? So I think in the last video, in the last stream, we were at Edwin's house. We were like hiding out there, because we felt like we were being followed by somebody. Dang it. Yeah, we were sleeping over at Edwin's house. So, gotta make sure that my big old face isn't in the way. Okay, that works. So hopefully in this episode, we can find out who the murderer is, and if it's the guy that I'm in love with. His voice is what wakes me. Edwin? Why am I hearing Edwin's voice? What's up? You're not the murderer, are you? The memories of last night rush back to me, and I open my eyes to a dimly lit room. I hear shuffling, and the sound of window blinds closing, and what little sunlight there was fades. Edwin groans, footsteps pad towards the bed. Should I get up? This is so awkward. Get up? I'm gonna pretend to be asleep, see what he does. This is too embarrassing. I close my eyes and pretend to sleep. Edwin's footsteps stop, then head in the other direction again. I can hear him rummaging around. Then his footsteps return. Then they go back. Is he pacing, or... A warm hand touches my shoulder and gives me a light shake. Adrian. Oh yeah, we're Adrian. Or trying to decide if he should wake me up. With a sigh, I give up. I give up the pretense and sit up. What's wrong? The police are out front. Huh? What? They must be here for the investigation. I assume they want to search the premises in addition to questioning everyone. Yeah, someplace scary. I don't know if the clues change with the randomization, because it seems that we've got randomized clues. Hello, Broccoli Fox. I don't know. I don't know if Edwin's the murderer. I don't want them to know I snuck you in. Something tells me seeing that's the detective guy wouldn't be too thrilled with the knowledge that this is what I meant when I said I was staying with a friend either. We don't need to draw more attention to Edwin's involvement in this case. What are we going to do? Think we can get out with them without them noticing? It's worth a try. I run into the bathroom and change back into my clothes from the day before, making myself as presentable as possible. Then I gather my things together, including Edwin's knife. Something tells me this could go very badly. Edwin sneaks me through the hallway and down a side stairwell instead of the main staircase we used last night. Back here, the paint has started to chip, and every step causes the floor to creak. It seems the renovations haven't reached every part of the building.
Be careful.
All right, just act natural. Act natural? There's no way they'll mistake me for a fraternity member, no matter how natural I'm acting. Then act like you're my partner or something. If you keep blushing like that, you'll draw more attention than I ever could. Shut up. This way. Edwin adjusts his jacket and walks casually to the back entrance. He opens the door onto a small parking lot. A small parking lot with a squad car just a few yards from the door. Got any other ideas? There might not be anyone inside. Let's just calmly walk past.
Seriously?
Sleepy Bug! Hi, Sleepy Bug! Oh wait, I saw Uggy Stoopy here too. Hi, Uggy Stoopy! Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Bread? Who has bread? May I have some bread? That's a good one, Broccoli Fox. Maybe the murder was the friends we made along the way. I like bread.
What?
If there is someone inside, retreating now would be the most suspicious thing we could do. Yeah, good point. With Edwin keeping himself between me and the parking lot, we step outside and head down the sidewalk. It's cold, but at least the sun is out. Between the bright sunlight and the squad car's tinted windows, it's impossible to tell if anyone is inside. Then there are the building doors, where more police could step out from any moment. I keep my gait casual and try to walk as though there's no reason for me to not be here. Come to think of it, is this really a good idea? Even though overnight guests aren't allowed according to the rules, avoiding the police makes us seem even more suspicious than we should be. I'm gonna question that. Hey, wouldn't it be easier to just talk to the police? Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm sure Singh won't be happy to know I spent the night at your fraternity, but if we're caught sneaking around, it'll look like we did something wrong. Strawberry champagne, you have cookies? You have cookies. Before he can bring up the fraternity rules, I keep talking. More wrong than having an overnight guest, I mean. Oh, to my surprise, he blushes. You think we should just tell people?
Huh?
Why are you blushing like that? It's not like anything happened last night. It was a friendly, platonic overnight stay.
I don't know.
Well, yes, but people might say things. And even if they don't, won't that detective be mad at you? I mean, spending the night with a suspect can't be on the top of his list of recommendations. I don't want to make things more difficult for you than I already have. I sigh. True. All right, but if it looks like anyone is going to catch us, we'll just stop and admit what happened. I'm not going to spend my Thursday morning running from the cops. Not like it's my preferred way to spend the morning either. He sighs. Fine, it's a deal. We continue down the sidewalk, away from the fraternity, although not in the direction I would have chosen to head to class from here. You do know where we're going, right?
Yeah.
Of course. Care to fill me in? This is the fastest way there. Are you sure? Trust me. One of the first things I did when I joined up was participate in the campus-wide team scavenger hunt. We had to look through every part of the campus, from the side roads to the secret bathroom rooftop access. Secret bathroom rooftop taught me so many shortcuts. I can get around campus faster than anyone I know. Except the others who are on my team, of course.
What are you talking about?
Hold on, back up. Yeah, secret bathroom rooftop access? Have you ever been in the philosophy building? The women's bathroom on the top floor has a window where you can climb out onto the roof. Why do I feel like this is a Chekhov's gun kind of thing? In the philosophy building, the women's bathroom on the top floor has a window that you can climb out onto the roof. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if the murderer is Edwin because we're flirting with him, or if... I don't know. Yes, there was a scavenger hunt item there. This gets wilder by the minute.
How about it?
I can show you some night if you want. Strangest date idea I've ever heard. But you can't beat the view. It's on top of the building, crawling through the women's bathroom. Well, while I try to recover from the mental image of a bunch of frat guys sneaking into the women's bathroom to climb up on the roof, yeah. And are there any other campus secrets I should know about? Nah. Well, there's the catacombs, but... Catacombs?
Huh?
The what now? You didn't know we have our own catacombs? They're mostly closed off. What are in these catacombs? But there's a section you can still get into. I take back what I said before. This is the strangest date idea I've ever had. Yeah, just go off to the catacombs with your boyfriend. He elbows me. One of those ghost hunting groups even came out here once to investigate because of all the stories about people seeing stuff in the catacombs. I'm surprised you never heard about it. I probably heard ghost hunting group and stopped paying attention. Nah. You don't believe in ghosts? Don't tell me they actually found something.
No.
Well, no. They gave a presentation, but it was just about how they didn't find anything. Ha! Great, so now we gotta deal with ghosts. How do you give a presentation on not finding anything? Don't ask me, but they got 2 hours out of it. If they can get a 2-hour presentation out of nothing, maybe I should talk to them. That kind of technique could come in handy for classes. Only if it's about ghosts. Our banter distracts me from what we're doing, running from the cops. And soon the side road connects to a larger road, and I finally recognize this part of the campus. Other students walk past us on our way to class. It really was a shortcut. You were doubting me, weren't you? Me? Never. With the danger of discovery well past us, my stomach growls in a reminder that I haven't eaten anything since those nachos last night. I don't have enough time to eat before class, though. Our cautious departure left us closer on time than I expected. What class are you headed to? The buyer's journey. It's a real thrill, I tell you. Oh yeah, I forgot we're in like business class for money making and finances. He snorts and shakes his head. That's over in Willard, right? I'll walk you there.
Huh?
Wait, isn't your first class on the other end of campus? It's no problem. I'll feel better if I know you've reached your classroom safely. It's thundering outside. I hope it doesn't, interfere with anything. I don't think the power will go out or anything, but just so you know, if it suddenly does, there's a storm outside. It's no problem. I'll feel better if I know you reached your classroom safely. That would be great, thank you!
Thank you.
We set off together, across campus towards my building. The sidewalks are busier now that it's closer to class time. Yawn. What? I just started. Why am I getting yawny? Chatter all around us eases the tension I felt since last night. Edwin stays close to me, glancing around from time to time, but we reach my building without incident.
I'll protect you no matter what.
Aww. I wonder if something would have happened if I made different choices, if the cops would have seen us. Oh, really? Strawberry champagne? I think business classes would be kind of boring. Well, have a good day. If you need anything, just contact me. All right. He's being a bit overprotective, but it doesn't feel terrible to have someone worrying about me, especially when I have a murderer potentially on my trail. Oh yeah, we got a really weird message. What did the phone message say? It was like, if you tell anyone, I'll get him. I'll get you. I shake off that thought and head inside. Uggy Stubby's gonna steal Edwin's jacket. It's a long, painful day of classes. When my last class of the afternoon finally ends, I rub my forehead. My notes are a My notes are a haphazard mess. I must have checked my phone about once every 5 minutes. My grades are going to plummet at this rate we're going. Could they catch this killer already so I don't fail? It's a silly thought to have, but I can't pay attention very well with everything on my mind. At least classes are over now, so I can head home. I gather up my things and head for the door, but as I do, my resolve wavers. I wonder, would Natasha be at the campus pool right now? It's a long shot. I don't know what her schedule is or when a swimmer like her would be expected to practice. I don't even know for sure that the campus pool is the one she'd use instead of the crime scene. And for that matter, I have no reason to seek her out, except that the story I have is still missing pieces, and I'm anxious to bring this to an end. Yeah, let's check the pool. It couldn't hurt to try at least. To be honest, I'm not thrilled with the idea of visiting a pool on my own again, even if it's a different one. At least it isn't evening this time. If she's there, I'll just ask her a few questions. A friendly chat. No big deal. Like, hey, are you the murderer? Did you do it? Yeah, thank you so much, Someplace Scary. The message was, dead men tell no tales. I know, Nico. I know it's just rain. But I get weird around storms. I don't know why. I'm a little nervous. I head up on the athletic building where the Olympic-sized swimming pool is. I've rarely been in here, but the smell of chlorine serves as a guide as much as the giant pool sign does. I step inside, and my heart hammers. Oh no, did I trigger them? A few students are around, but not many. Sweat rolls down the back of my neck from more than just the heated air. I sway, suddenly feeling sick. You all right? The sound of her voice makes me nearly jump out of my skin. It's you. The moment the words leave my lips, I flush hotter despite the heat. That's amongst the stupidest things I could have led with. Like you, the person I was looking for. I don't know why I'm scared of storms, Nico. I remember when I was little, the power would go out a lot when I was little at the houses I've lived in. But so far, it's only happened once where I live now, and I don't know. I get shaky when there's lightning, or really heavy rain. The moment the words leave my lips, I flush hotter, despite the heat. That's amongst the stupidest things I could have led with. I'm not stalking you, I'm totally not. The murderer is not me. We stare at each other for a moment. She raises her eyebrows slightly, and I feel the heat rising to my cheeks. Somehow I've made this more awkward than it needs to be. I clear my throat. Do you come here often? That sounds like a date thing. I'm wondering, is she practicing today? Were you practicing today?
Yeah.
My coach got me into the campus pool for some practice. That's great. You don't look like you're here to swim. No, I was looking for you, actually. Why? I wanted to ask you something. She sighs. You're not playing detective, are you? That's exactly what I'm doing.
No.
Now that we're actually facing each other, I don't know what to say. I'm sure the police have questioned her about everything. We aren't close enough for me to press for details about the victims. How are you holding up? She swallows hard and grips the straps of her bag. As well as I can be, I guess. Hanging on. Is that all you wanted to know? I don't know. I laugh with an apologetic shrug. I had this crazy idea in my mind that if I talked to you, maybe I'd have some great insight into the case. But then when I actually saw you, I wondered if anyone had asked how you're doing. One of my friends is a suspect in the case, too. They put him through the ringer yesterday. It can't be any easier for you. Probably worse, even. So, even though we don't know each other too well, if you ever want to talk to someone about it, I'd be happy to listen. Aww. She visibly swallows.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
No offense, but I'm not sure I can confide in a near stranger. I understand. I appreciate the offer, though. It's more than most people have done. Aww. I don't know if you demurder, you demutter. I don't know. Strawberry champagne. That's a good point, Uggy Stoopy. Get really into flashlights as a hobby, and then you'll never be in the dark, but you'll be broke. I give her a weak smile as she heads past me down the hallway. This case must be rough for her. She knew some of the victims, even if they weren't close anymore. It must be hard to take. Not exactly the golden insight into the case I was hoping for, but I hope I at least made Natasha feel less alone. I wonder if that would have gone differently if I would have paid more attention to her. But, I don't know, I'm here for Edwin. When I get inside, I find a package waiting for me with my mail, and take it up to my apartment. Then I settle down on the couch and turn on the TV, more for background noise than to actually watch anything. I have to do my homework and catch up on classes I missed, but right now I want to relax. What a day. I can't believe I spent the night at Edwin's frat house. If you told me that would happen, I would have said you were crazy. I send a quick text to Edwin to let him know I'm home. I can just imagine him overthinking things otherwise and getting himself all worked up again. I pull out the knife Edwin gave me. The hilt fits into my hand with ease. It's tiny, really, and one just like it almost killed me. If it's that small, I don't know. If it's that small, I mean, yeah, you could kill somebody with a spoon if you were really determined, but I don't know. It just feels like that something that small wouldn't be the murder weapon. Despite its beautiful design, it looks dusty, like it hasn't been outside of his closet in ages, which hopefully it hasn't. I run my finger over the decorations on the side, then set the knife back down. While the TV displays an ad for some thrilling vacation spot I'll never have any interest in visiting, I turn my attention to the package that arrived. No return address. Ooh. Oh no, and then the music stops. Yeah, there's something sus about this package. That's a good one, Broccoli Fox. Even a partially dedicated duck could kill a person. My nose. Maybe I am getting the sniffles. Maybe I am getting a little bit sick. In the video I uploaded today, I was sneezing my head off. Uneasiness makes my stomach twist. I stare at the box like it might be dangerous, but I can't think of anything to do besides open it. Let me just save. Just in case. Hoping it's just paranoia, I tear the box open. Eh? Oh no. Oh no, is that a Coraline doll? There's a Coraline doll! Oh no! The Beldam is gonna get me! A small doll lies inside. It's simple, made out of felt and buttons, but its appearance sends a jolt through me. Hey, they opened the box. They opened the box. They didn't give me a choice. Kinda shoddy workmanship on the doll. The doll looks like me. A creepy-looking voodoo doll made in my likeness. It was sent in a box. Get a creepy doll, get an achievement. I grab the box and look at the label. Like I noticed before, there's no return address. My name and address were written with printed letters, cut out and pasted onto the front. Oh yeah, 'cause we would have been able to tell the handwriting. Exactly, where's that other mother at? Ooh, it's really coming down outside. Oh, it's really pouring. I mean, that's good for my cucumbers and my tomatoes, but... Whew, it's a hell of the rain outside. Yeah, me too, Broccoli Fox. I'd just be flattered. Like, oh, somebody sent me a little espoir. It's so cute. I wonder what a makeshift espoir doll would look like. Aww. Like I noticed before, there's no return address. My name and address were written and with printed letters, cut out and pasted onto the front. My skin crawls as I look at the doll, and I shove it back into the box, and then around the side of the couch so I don't have to see it. No, inspect that thing! Inspect it! Make sure there's nothing, like, inside of it, you know? I lean back against the couch cushions and run my fingers through my hair. This is some sort of message, isn't it? The killer knows who I am and wants me to know that I'm not safe. Inspect that doll! Come on now! Oh, petit espoir. Oh. So, I don't know. That kind of points to Edwin a little bit, because the doll was wearing exactly what I wear, like in my normal life, and I don't think any of the other three characters know that I dress like this, like, casually, or do they? I don't know. Maybe I'm dead wrong. But they don't know what my casual fit looks like, unless someone's got like a camera in my house. To distract myself, I get started on my homework after all. Partway through a mind-numbing essay, a knock comes at the door. I'm a millennial, and I'm not going to answer the door? Just when I started being productive, too.
Hello?
Adrian, are you home? Just a minute. I finish my current sentence and hurry to the door. Then I stop and glance back at the coffee table. I don't want to take the risk of him recognizing Edwin's knife. Smart. I grab the knife and take it to my room where it might be out of sight. Then at last I return to the door. Singh steps inside when I open the door. He looks cold, although it shouldn't be too bad in the hallway. I didn't interrupt you, did I? Just homework, which means you're welcome to interrupt any time. He snorts and shakes his head. Hey, did you send me a creepy doll? I won't stay long then. He glances around, suddenly anxious. I shift from foot to foot, then go still, trying not to look like I'm fidgeting. I hope he doesn't intend to ask me about the friend I spent the night with. Has there been an update on the case? We're making progress. This has been a tricky case from start to finish, but don't worry, we won't give up until we have the answer. Alright. Hey, did you know my school has a catacombs? So yesterday you filed a report about a strange incident. I go completely still. If he's going to ask about last night, he'll do it now. Yes, that's right.
Is everything alright?
Has anything else strange happened since then? Points to the doll. It's all I can do to not sigh in relief. Yes, actually. When I got home today, I had a strange package waiting for me. No return address, and inside was, I should probably just show you. This totally adorable doll that I'm going to keep. I walk around to where I shove the box with the doll and retrieve it, then I hold it out for Singh to take a look at. His expression barely changes when he sees the doll, although his eyes narrow the tiniest bit. He looks over the packaging, too. I'll have to confiscate it and have it analyzed. Alright, but give it back. I want to keep it. Thank you. Singh glances around the apartment again. Is he looking for something? He can't possibly know Edwin gave me the knife, can he? My blood runs cold. Stay calm. If you panic, he'll know something's up. I take a deep breath and keep my voice casual. So, is there anything else you needed to know? He gives me a curious glance, and my pulse spikes. But he just folds his arms and leans against the wall.
I'm not entirely sure.
Nothing in particular. How have you been holding up? Staying focused on your classes? No. More or less. It's hard to focus with everything that's been going on. I was surprised to realize my professors don't know about what happened, though. Word is spread about the incident itself, but not about the witness. None of your professors should know you were involved. The same goes for your classmates as well, obviously. Are you saying that specifically about Edwin? Are you the murderer, Singh? Right. It's probably better that way. I'd like to at least pretend during class that things are normal. Of course. Two exceptions are Natasha Diadrio and Edwin Anderson. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. I swallow hard. Is Edwin still a suspect? Yes. There's no avoiding it under the circumstances.
Listen to me carefully.
No matter what your personal feelings are on the matter, don't do anything stupid. I'm going to do everything stupid. I won't. Good. Then you can start by handing the knife over. Huh? Ah, shoot. How? What is that? A knife. I'm just gonna save. How does he know about the knife? Well, I gotta tell him the truth. How do you know I have Edwin's knife, unless I just told him right now? It was a simple enough conclusion to reach. Singh folds his arms. This morning we searched the fraternity house linked to the murder. Edwin's knife was not in his room, despite him previously stating to the police that he kept it there. That leaves us with only 3 options. First, he lied to us about the knife's whereabouts. Second, he hid or discarded the knife, a plausible possibility if he had a safe enough place, although it could be risky to leave it somewhere like that unprotected. Third, he gave the knife to someone he trusted. It pains me to have to tell you this, since you should have realized it already, but Edwin giving you the knife obviously means he didn't want the police to have it. But the knife was dusty. The knife looked like it hadn't been used. It's not the murder weapon. That is smart, though. This is a concerning point you should keep in mind. It'll be best for everyone if you simply hand over the knife. My heart hammers. I know it looks bad, but Edwin said he wanted to give me the knife so I'd have a weapon to defend myself with. That was the truth, wasn't it? Yet it would be the best way to get rid of evidence. We even snuck out this morning to make sure the police didn't see us. Are his concerns for me, or...
I can't believe this.
What am I thinking? Edwin's my friend. Singh sighs. That knife needs to be examined and processed as evidence. You might think you're doing the right thing by holding on to it in an attempt to protect your friend, but you could be charged with obstruction of justice. Think carefully about what this situation means. If there's no traces of blood on the knife, then I can put Edwin lower on the suspect list. In other words, if he's innocent, he should want us to examine the knife as soon as possible. Edwin wouldn't be lying to us, would he? You believe he's innocent, yes? Then give me the knife. You'll be helping him much more by doing that than by holding on to it out of a misplaced sense of loyalty. It's not that. I have this knife to protect myself. His voice hardens. And if there's blood on the blade, well, it's better for you to know. I say give him the knife. I say give it. He said it was, we looked at the knife, it said it was dusty, it looks like it hadn't been used, it didn't look like there was any traces of blood on the knife. So I think this will prove Edwin's innocence, I think. Although it feels a bit like a betrayal after Edwin trusted me with the knife. Everything Singh says makes sense. I reluctantly nod. It is. Sleepy Bug, it feels like it's Edwin. It feels like it might be Edwin, but I don't know how much of the evidence changes with each playthrough. I'll get it. I return to my room and pick up the knife, giving it a regretful look before I return to the main room. Here. I hand it to Singh.
Thank you.
One way or another, this should help with the case. I wasn't looking forward to coming back with a warrant. Will I be in trouble for having it? Don't worry. I'll make sure the report doesn't sound like you were intentionally trying to hide evidence. The suspect gave a friend his knife and she forgot about it. Simple enough. I managed a weak smile. At least you realized you shouldn't keep something like this a secret. Well, I'll get this processed as soon as possible. Thank you again for cooperating. Unless Singh is the murderer, and he needed that knife to then use as evidence against Edwin, because Singh could be the murderer too. He's a little bit sus too. He could be like, I need that knife so I can incriminate your friend. But I don't know. As I close the door behind him, I exhale slowly. Sorry, Edwin. There's no other way. I wonder if there was another way. I return to my homework, but it's difficult to concentrate. When another knock comes at the door, I nearly jump out of my skin. Wait, what? Why is that evidence? Some of this evidence is ridiculous. Another boring school assignment? Why is that evidence? Or unless some of these evidences are red herrings. When another knock comes at the door, I nearly jump out of my skin. That can't be Singh again, can it? I don't have a knife. I don't have anything to defend myself.
Huh?
Who is it? Kim? That's right. I completely forgot Kim was supposed to stop by today for another session. Just a minute. Whomst Kim? I closed my book and walked to the door. Oh, yeah, the psychologist. When I open it, Kim is waiting patiently in the hallway. He looks amused. Should I take it as a good sign or a bad sign that you forgot I was coming? I just got caught up in my homework, that's all.
I see.
A completely neutral sign then. Fair enough. He steps inside and follows me to the couch, where we sit down together.
So, what's going on?
What's troubling you? I got this creepy doll, and they sent me a text message, and it was scary, and then I had my friend's knife. What? You're in a tense situation, so it's no surprise that you might be under some stress, but it seems to me that something is bothering you even more than the last time we spoke. I can see it in your eyes. He chuckles, and I raise my eyebrows. Now, if I didn't already know that the four characters we met are potential murderers, I'd be sus about Kim, too. He's way too friendly. What exactly is the joke here?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I promise I'm taking this seriously. I just expected to ask you how you were doing, but instead you were forthcoming even without saying a word.
So, what is it that has you so worried?
Kim is here to help, so I might as well tell him the truth. Maybe it'll do me some good to talk about it with someone other than the police.
One of the prime suspects in the case is a good friend of mine.
I see. That is certainly something that would cause increased stress.
He writes something down on the notepad, then looks up at me.
And do you think your friend is the killer?
No, I'm gonna give Edwin the benefit of the doubt. I'm going full Edwin here.
Then, do you mistrust the police? Do you think they'll accuse your friend by mistake?
I don't know.
I think they will. I rub my head.
This whole thing has caused him a lot of stress. They called him in for questioning, searched his room, warned me to be careful around him. It all seems so unfair.
They must have a reason to suspect him.
Sure, but it's circumstantial. There are a bunch of other people connected to the crime too. sometimes I worry the only reason he's so high up on their list is because...
I fall silent, but Kim finishes for me.
Because he's friends with you, the witness to the crime.
But that wouldn't make no sense. Well, I mean, I guess it would. Like, why would you attack someone who's such a close friend if you don't want them to be... Ugh. I agree, Sleepy Bug. I agree. With a sigh, I nod. After the incident, the police had so many questions for me, just in case the culprit was connected, and now Edwin is at the top of their list. Even if your friendship was factored in, it sounds as though he'd still be a suspect without that. There's a reason for you to feel guilty about it. It's not your fault. I know, but it's more than just that. I trail off, unsure of how to put this latest conflict into words. Kim says nothing, just waits patiently for me to find my bearings again. I don't know how to help him. I know, logically, that cooperating with the police is the quickest way to clear his name, but whenever I think about them questioning him, it feels like I'm betraying him if I help. Kim makes a note and rubs his chin. This is difficult, yes, but you also need to keep in mind that not cooperating can look suspicious. You might make matters worse for him if you try to hide information, no matter how well-intentioned you are. Was that line supposed to be meant for if I didn't give up the knife? Yeah, exactly. Can I look at the knife? I don't know if you can see it from here. So here, the killer's weapon was a knife. Surprising we don't have a picture of our friend's knife. So it's got this little Greek symbol on it there. And that's a puny knife. So this is the picture we got when this is what we saw when the killer attacked, and their knife has that same little symbol on it, on the wood part there. So that could be a fraternity symbol, and in this picture it's so clearly like on there that the artist definitely wanted us to see this symbol. But no, the name doesn't have the knife doesn't have a name on it. It's just got the symbol of his fraternity, I think. Stuff like that just makes it seem like there's no correct answer. No way to get away without any guilt, is it?
Not necessarily.
But once again, there's no reason for you to feel guilty over this. We discussed the situation and my feelings about it a little more, and then agree to meet for another session in 2 days, earlier in the day since it's the weekend. So Edwin's knife, I don't know if Edwin's knife looks exactly like that, but the knife that they're showing in the evidence does look like a knife that would belong to a fraternity. After Kim leaves, I make sure the door's locked and then finish up the last of my homework. Yeah, I know, it's not looking good for Edwin. Just as I'm closing up my books for the night, my phone rings. Edwin's name is displayed on the screen. My conversations with Singh and Kim flit through my mind, and I grab the phone.
Huh?
How did things go after we split up? I sent you a message, but you didn't respond. Oops, I didn't even see it. I guess I've been a little distracted.
Are you okay?
Did something happen? I hesitate. Tell him the truth. Detective Singh came by. He'd guessed that you'd given me your knife and demanded that I turn it over to him.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry. Wait, did you? I had to. I gave him the knife. I didn't have a choice.
Whatever.
Adrian, I gave you that knife so you could protect yourself. I didn't think you'd give it up at the first opportunity. It's not like I wanted to. I wish I had something else to give you. I just have to protect you myself. Aww.
Huh?
Wait, what?
How about it?
I don't have any plans for tonight, so why don't I come over? We can spend some time together, just relaxing. That'll be a nice change after everything that's happened. Plus, you'll be safer with someone else there. Oh, I found something I wanted to show you too. It could be a bust, but it might be interesting. There's only one way to find out.
How about it?
What do you say? Edwin wants to come over? Right now? Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it gets much safer than sitting alone in my apartment with the door locked, but having some time to just relax and enjoy ourselves sounds like exactly what I need. Yeah, it could be him. Could be him. Then I'll be right over. While I wait for Edwin, I put my books away and tidy up. What am I doing? Edwin won't mind if the apartment's a mess. Still, it feels like I need to do something. If I don't, my mind will keep spiraling down into the mire of confusion that's set in ever since Edwin became a suspect. It's a relief when Edwin finally arrives and I can let him in. Sorry to keep you waiting. When I saw the car out front, I wasn't sure if I should still come in. You mean the police car? Yeah, they've had someone stationed out there ever since the incident. I thought you knew. Well, I'm sure they're making my note of arrival making a note of my arrival right now. He sits down on the couch and lets out a long sigh. If he's not the killer, say it was a prank. A murder prank. No, Uggy Stoopy, no. Nico, I trust Edwin. I'm gonna go full Edwin. I trust him. Want to bet on the chances that detective calling up to find out if you're being murdered? That's not funny. I wasn't joking. Come on, weren't you coming over to get my mind off things? The last thing I want to do is talk about the case.
I'm sorry.
You're right. It's been on my mind a lot, that's all. No matter where I go, it feels like people are watching me, waiting for me to make a mistake so they can point their finger and say, "Look, he must be guilty." I'm sure no one is doing that. Sure. But you're right. I came by because you need a distraction, and that's what I'm going to provide. This distraction had better not involve homework. Don't worry, no homework involved. He reaches into his coat pocket and pulls out an unmarked disc with no labels of any kind to indicate what it might be. This must be the interesting thing he wanted to show me. Let me guess. Bootleg movie? That's what we're going to find out. Hold on, you brought a random disc over here? I found it in the computer lab today while I was working on a project. Whoever had the computer before me left it sitting just behind the machine. I was going to check it out and see who it belonged to, but then I thought maybe you'd be interested. This is gonna go poorly, isn't it? The chances of that disc containing anything but someone's forgotten homework are pretty slim. Who puts their homework on a disc these days? What is this, the early 2000s? That's a good point.
Yeah.
Fine, let's check it out. How much you want to bet something super incriminating is going to be on this disc? It's a good thing my virus protection is up to date. I turn on my laptop so we can check out the mysterious disc. Despite my doubts, there's something exciting about putting the disc into the drive and waiting to see what it contains. It pops up on the screen, and I click into it to find...
What?
Cat photos? Ha! Cat photos.
On
a disc? Someone was gonna give somebody some cat photos. Yep, on a disc. That someone left behind in the computer lab. Maybe it's part of a school project after all. About cats. Hey, you never know. I think I just found an entire YouTube channel that's just about the history of cats. A few experimental clicks confirm two things. The files really are just pictures and videos of cats knocking things over and otherwise being cute menaces. And there's no indication anywhere of who the disc belongs to. Well, I guess I'll start asking around to see who lost their disc full of cat photos. You do that. I give him the disc back and shut my laptop. I wonder if that means anything. I sure hope that wasn't the only distraction you had in mind. Never fear, I came prepared. He grabs the TV remote and starts flipping through the channels. I know I saw. Let me see. What channel? His quiet muttering leaves little room to guess what exactly he's trying to find, until he finally stops on a documentary about wolves. On screen, a camera zooms in on a wolf darting through the trees while hunting prey. Edwin, I hate to be a downer, but I don't think this is the sort of distraction I need right now. Oh. He turns off the TV almost immediately and rubs the back of his neck.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I should have realized.
No.
No, it's fine. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure it would be a lot of fun. I'll catch it in reruns sometime when I'm not feeling hunted myself. That's pretty funny, Broccoli Fox. Good point, someplace scary. And now we've got spyware on a computer. That's how they get you. They get you in with a disc full of kitty cats.
I'll protect you no matter what.
Oh, you don't have to feel that way. Remember, I'm here to protect you. The uncertainty from a moment ago is gone from his voice. He watches me with a dead serious expression. Oh. I don't care who you're up against. I won't let anyone hurt you. Maybe you think I was just joking around or posturing when I say these things, but they're true. Edwin, do you have feelings? Edwin? Sure, the thought of fighting back against a killer scares me, but you know what scares me even worse? The thought of losing you.
No.
I won't let it happen. You don't have to worry so much. Yes, I do. He looks into my eyes, his gaze imploring.
You remember what I said last night? About what a good friend you are. About how you're irreplaceable?
Oh, Edwin, you're starting to dip your toes into Yandere waters. My mouth goes dry.
Yes?
There's one more thing I didn't say. I care about you a lot, Adrian. Not just as a friend, as something more. I felt this way for a long time. Maybe going all the way back to that first day when we were running through the rain with that umbrella. I've tried to tell myself I should stay content to be friends, but with everything that's happened, I had to tell you how I really feel.
Oh. For free. I stare up at him, speechless. Yesterday, I'd wondered about his feelings, but hearing them admitted outright still takes me by surprise. Before I can say anything, Edwin jumps to his feet.
I'm sorry.
I shouldn't have said all that. No, you should have said all that. He runs to the door, nearly tripping over his own feet. No, don't put your cool coat back on. If you need me, just call and I'll be right here. As a friend or as whatever. You'd be surprised how fast I can get here if it's an emergency. As the door swings shut, I stare after him. No! Exactly, Nico, what just happened? He didn't even give me a chance to respond. Then again, that might be for the best. I feel overwhelmed. Edwin has feelings for me. He sees me as more than a friend. The thing I've suspected for so long is now out in the open. With a sigh, I get up and lock the door. His confession lingers in my mind all through the night as I try to sleep. Friday. Is this the day we were waiting for? I can't remember. The phone wakes me up in the morning.
Oh.
I'm coming. Hang on. Mumbling under my breath, I roll out of bed and grab my ringing phone. The blinking screen displays the name Drew, and I rub my eyes for a moment before answering. When in the world could my roommate want this early in the morning? Oh.
Hello?
Hey, I hope I didn't wake you. You did, actually. Sorry about that. Time passes strangely when you're on a crazy schedule, you know. You didn't call me just to tell me what a wild time you've been having in Las Vegas, did you? No. Her voice grows serious. I called because I heard there were murders on campus and that they still haven't caught the killer. Is that true? A cold pit forms in my stomach. Yeah, it's true. What happened? Someone attacked 3 swimmers and another student at the recreation center. I hesitate, but decide not to mention the rest. The fewer people who know about my involvement in this case, the safer I'll be, or so I'd like to think anyway. That's horrible. How are you handling it? Poorly. I'm doing fine. There's been a big police presence on campus ever since, so I'm sure they'll catch the killers soon. I sure hope so. Just stay safe, all right? I will. Have fun out there in Las Vegas. Play an extra round of poker for me or something. Ha! I'll win a fortune in your honor. I'm counting on it. I owe some very scary people a lot of money. I hang up and look at the time. Too early to be up, but too late to go back to sleep. If I fall asleep now, chances are good I won't wake up when I'm supposed to. Since I'm up, I might as well stay up. If Drew manages to win it big, I'm getting her a watch for Christmas. I eat breakfast and get ready for the day. I'm partway through looking over my homework when a knock comes at the door. Who is it?
Hello?
Detective Singh. Again? I saw that blonde guy at your house again. What's going on? I take a breath to brace myself for whatever this visit is about, and then open the door. Singh steps inside. He takes one look at my face and raises his eyebrows. You don't look like you. You don't have to look quite so grim. I hope you don't see me as the harbinger of bad news. Unless the words coming out of your mouth is "we got 'em." Ugh. Have you ever shown up with good news for me? Yes, today. I blink, then my heart leaps. Did they catch the killer? No, if that had happened, I'd have said I had great news. In fact, I probably would have just led with it. So then, what's the good news? That my boyfriend's off the hook? The knife came back clean. It still needs to be processed as evidence, but it should be returned to you over the next day or so. Then, he lifts his hand. Don't get too carried away. This doesn't fully clear Edwin. It's possible he could have cleaned all traces of blood off the knife, or given you a decoy knife while hiding the real murder weapon somewhere else. That's a bit too elaborate, don't you think? Maybe, but I need to take every possibility into account. Still, this should push him down the suspect list a fair bit. Thank God. I just wish we could find something. Anything. How can there be no evidence? You had to have found something on that doll I had. The killer is either incredibly smart, or incredibly lucky, or incredibly dumb. Or he stops. Or what? Never mind. It's not the sort of thing I should say based on a whim. Well, if there's anything to that whim, I hope you follow up on it.
Have a good day.
I'll be in touch if anything else comes up. He leaves, and I rub my head. I can't wait to go back to a time when pop quizzes were my biggest worry. Well, Edwin's mostly off the hook now, so that's good. With the winter festival planned for tonight on campus, most of our classes let out early. No one is in the mood to concentrate, and the professors can tell they don't have an attentive audience. So is this the final day? Friday? I'm more than happy to get out of there. It's hard to concentrate with everything that's been going on, not to mention Edwin's confession last night. My closest friend sees me as more than just a friend. It would be a lot easier to sort out my feelings if we weren't tangled up in this murder case. It has to end soon. It just has to. When I get home, I reluctantly start working on homework despite my ongoing distraction. Comparing and contrasting marketing techniques never felt so painful. The ringing of my phone is a welcome break. Oh, it's Edwin. I answer the phone. Ooh, that's a ham and Swiss cheese sandwich. That sounds delicious. Strawberry champagne. I know I need to eat after this. I did eat, but I ate really early. Our conversation last night flashes through my mind. but I managed to keep my voice casual.
Hey!
Hey.
How are things going today? Pretty good for a change. Oh, what happened? I'd love to tell him about the knife coming back clean, but maybe I shouldn't say anything about that until the police are finished with it. I have a good feeling about how things are going to turn out. That's all. He laughs, though he sounds puzzled. Okay, I never thought I'd hear you say something like that. That's how you know it's legitimate.
Great.
Well, all right. If Adrian has a good feeling about the future, I'll pin my hopes on that. Positivity and optimism all the way. So, about yesterday. Yes, the wedding will be in April. The reminder makes my face heat up. With everything that's happened, I haven't really had time to think yet. Things are still okay between us, though, right? I didn't make things too awkward or anything. Don't worry, you're fine. It would take more than that to scare me off. That's a relief. In that case, why don't we meet up and make your evening a bit more exciting? Oh, Edwin. I've had my fill of excitement lately. You want to rephrase that? A bit more fun, then. Now I'm listening. Picture it. It's cold outside, at night, we're walking around campus. This better not be that date in the catacombs you suggested, because I'm not in the mood to sneak around among the dead. We do not go near the catacombs, but instead continue down the sidewalk. When you hear people up ahead, lots of people, they're crowded around booths and with hot chocolate, macaroni and cheese. Oh yeah, the festival. My stomach growls in response. This idea is sounding better already. Are you getting the picture? Free food? You want to go to the winter festival? You got it. It's just the thing to brighten our spirits. I was looking forward to the winter festival before all this started. Maybe I can still enjoy it. As long as we stay with crowds, we shouldn't be in any danger.
Yeah!
All right. Sounds good. I can be there to pick you up in just a few minutes if you're ready to go. I hesitate. All right. I'll meet you there. I'll trust him. I'll trust him. All right. What am I getting so worked up over? There's no reason I should be worried about meeting with a friend.
Great.
See you soon. I wonder if that was important. I end the call and get my stuff together for the festival. When Edwin arrives, I'm ready to go. This is going to be a great night. Once I've settled into the passenger seat, he pulls out into the street and starts driving towards campus. Aw, you seem excited. I didn't know you were this into the festival.
No.
Usually I'm not, but... He glances at me. Getting to spend more time with you is what makes it special. So let me treat you to a good night tonight. You won't have to worry about another thing. If you can manage that, you're a miracle worker. Maybe forget about the murders and stuff. Exactly, I'm gonna drink 27 hot chocolates. One miracle coming right up. Just wait until you see the Winter Wonderland. Ooh.
Winter Wonderland, huh?
Christmas decor lines the campus sidewalks, with both booths set up by different people and organizations. Some sell crafts, some sell food, and some just hand out flyers for whatever organization they belong to.
Not quite what you hoped for?
Actually, it's better than I expected.
You should give the college more credit. When our classmates and professors put their mind to it, they can do great things.
All right, then show me the wonders of this wonderland. Dazzle me and impress me. Wow me with this amazing festival to take away all my worries.
I promised I would, and I'd never break a promise to you.
Aww. He offers me a mock bow.
After you, then.
Edwin leads me along a row of booths set up by local artists, selling gifts and knickknacks. I can't imagine setting up shop here in this weather. Not strong enough for it?
No.
Nope. I like the honesty. It's cold. What about you? I think I could tolerate the cold if I had to, but it would have to be for something I was really passionate about, and I don't have anything like that. What would I even sell? Keychains.
Huh?
Sorry? Everyone has keys, right? You could get a contract with a local fabric supplier for their scraps and make plush keychains on campus. Ooh, plush keychains. You might even be able to get a license with the college to use their logo and trademark. That would be a big seller at events like this. More generic designs might also get some attention, plus anything unique you had in mind. Wow, you've thought this whole thing through. Why don't you do that? It's guaranteed to turn a profit if you put in the effort. Oh yeah, I forgot they're in business class, so they would need to think like this. Fabric for the murder doll? Why would they send me a doll now that I think about it? Focused on the profits, huh? What do you expect from a marketing major? Yeah. It seems to me there's one other marketing major here. Are you saying you wouldn't sit down and plan things out to put all of our lessons into practice and make a marketable product? Like I said, I'd need to have a passion for whatever I was selling. Having a marketable project isn't enough for me. Okay, so you find something you're passionate about and then work out a plan. What if the keychains were modeled after something you like? Like those little birds you think are so cute. You mean the Shima Anaga? Anaga? Shima... What? I saw a picture once of a tiny fluffy white bird online and shared it with Edwin, and for some reason it stuck in his memory. Aww. Tiny bird. Yeah, you could start a whole line of Shima Anaga keychains. See, now I'm curious. What is... Oh, they're so cute! Oh my gosh! They're so cute! They're like little puffballs with wings! Oh my gosh! Shima Inaga birds, they're so cute! Oh my gosh! They're the cutest little puffball birds! Oh no, they're so cute! They're so cute! He is Nico. He is, boyfriend material. Hopefully he's not a murderer. And even then, why would he murder those girls and the jock? He has no reason, he has no motive. We need to be looking at the victims. Not saying, oh, this guy has a knife that 40 other dudes have, maybe he's the murderer. We need to be looking at the victims. Anyway, yeah, you could start a whole line of Shima Inaga keychains. I'd buy a Shima Inaga keychain. Forget the keychains. It's not happening. As we reach the end of the booths and turn down the next street, where similar booths are set up, I notice a familiar figure looking at some scarves. At the same time, she turns away from the scarves and pauses as she sees us. The three of us stand frozen for a few awkward seconds. Of all the people to see at a festival, it had to be one of the other suspects in the case. The realization sends a shiver up my spine, yet at the same time, I can't help but feel paranoid. I have no reason to suspect Natasha above anything else, and it's not like she planned this meeting. We ran into each other by chance. Finally, I clear my throat.
Hey!
Enjoying the festival? Trying to, anyway. This must be a strain on you too, huh? Natasha nods. Edwin sighs and puts his hands in his pockets. It creeps me out how the police treat me like I might be a killer. Same. I just hope this will all be over soon. I feel like I can't concentrate on anything these days, so hopefully the festival will let us take our minds off the case. There, you look like you understand the spirit of Christmas. A voice cuts through our conversation, and I turn to see a tall man dressed in a suit and top hat. What? He vaguely looks like one of our professors, but I hardly recognize him in his current getup. Who are you supposed to be? Ebenezer Scrooge is my name. Ray Ray, you sell keychains? Good luck with your keychains. Hello, Lord. Welcome to the stream. I didn't know they were going to have actors at the Winter Festival. The man dressed as Scrooge points past us towards the crowd of people filling the streets. Oh no, maybe I am getting sick. Yeah, that's who I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be Santa. The spirit of Christmas present sent me here to walk amongst my fellow men and learn the true spirit of Christmas. He tasked me with learning the meaning of repentance, or all else I've learned will be for naught. Repentance is what you acknowledge. Repentance is when you acknowledge what you've done wrong and then make an effort to do better. It's when you show your regret through your actions, not just words. Is there ever any point to repentance for a man such as me? So few people will ever even know or believe that I've changed.
What are you talking about?
What? That's not the point, though. I can't believe I'm standing in the middle of a campus festival arguing with a professor role-playing as Ebenezer Scrooge. Why not? But it's a welcome change from other recent events. You shouldn't repent just because other people will praise you for it. You repent because you want to do the right thing. You speak bolder for someone who isn't in my position. Boldly for someone who isn't in my position. People around us stop to look as Scrooge shouts in return. Do you always confess to your misdeeds, then? No. If you could get away with it, you would hide your misdeeds as much as everyone else. I feel like this is important. I don't know how, but I feel like it's important. Repenting is the right thing to do, even if no one knows. What? Even if no one ever found out the truth, knowing I'd done something wrong would eat away at me inside, especially if I hurt other people. I'd want to confess, then do whatever I could to make up for it. I see. So that's what you consider to be the true nature of repentance. Perhaps now I have the answer the spirit of Christmas present will accept. Scrooge turns and walks away, and the nearest students break out into applause. It looks like he's heading for another group down the sidewalk, although I don't know if it'll be for the same routine, or if he has a different question in mind. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting that. Neither was I. Quite a performance for the campus winter festival. They did a pretty good job this year. I know, I'm impressed. They have hot chocolate, too. That sounds pretty tempting right about now. Give me all of your hot chocolate. What better choice could there be for a cold night like this? Phew, it's good to see them getting along. With that in mind, I look at Natasha. Do you want to walk around the festival with us? We could get some hot chocolate together. She seems startled by the offer.
No.
What? Oh, no, thanks, actually. I'm supposed to meet with my brother here. He should be along any minute now. Thanks anyway, though. All right, you better get some hot chocolate, Natasha, because what you may have heard is that I want a lot of hot chocolate. What I mean is I want all of the hot chocolate. I'm gonna drink all the hot chocolate.
I'll see you around.
Edwin and I wave to her and continue on. Hey, there's a skating rink. Let's avoid it. A skating rink? On campus? He grabs my hand and tugs me towards a group of people clustered around a small clearing with spotlight shining onto it. Oh, are we gonna have a romantic date? We get closer to see people leaning up against a makeshift fence, all looking at... Edwin, that looks like they found the iciest part of campus and stuck some fences around it. I know it's not the most impressive rink in the world, but it's not that bad. It's safer than skating down the road, too. Which I've never been tempted to do.
How about it?
Come on, let's try it. Do you know how to skate? I don't. Yeah, I've skated before, in New York. You? I've skated before, with roller skates, in middle school. Sort of. Don't worry. If you have trouble, I'll help you. We both get in line. I blow on my hands and rub them together to fend off the cold. Beside me, Edwin leans against the fence and looks out at the attractions, but it feels like he's watching me from the corner of his eye.
Huh?
I can feel you looking at me.
What?
Do I have something on my face? Or are you afraid I'll disappear? You can't guess why? Oh, because at least the cold air should help to disguise my blush. It's because he's in love with me, and I'm in love with him. Right. We both look awkwardly away from one another. The line moves up a fair amount as a group of friends leaves the skating rink together. Finally, it's our turn. The students managing the rink have several rental skates available, so I take a set that looks to be about my size and put them on. Then I straighten up and step forward, and then slip on my butt. Whoa! I grip the flimsy fence railing for support and head back over to Edwin, very, very carefully. Don't walk. Skate. Brilliant advice there.
No.
No, I'm serious. You're wearing skates. They're not meant for walking. You're making it harder for yourself. Bend your knees and slide your feet, like this. He skates past me and does a fancy twirl like it's the most natural thing in the world. Meanwhile, I still feel like every slight movement might pitch me flat on my back. See? Show off.
I'll protect you, no matter
Come
what.
on. You can hold on to me. Oh. All according to plan, huh? You give me too much credit. I take his hand with some hesitation. Now we can... Adrian, let go of the railing. Nope, this railing is my best friend now. All right, I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you. All right. I reluctantly let go of the makeshift fence. As soon as I do, my skates slide forward, and I nearly fall, or at least it feels that way. I clutch Edwin's arm for support. Very, very slowly, we edge away from the fence. See? You're getting the hang of it.
Seriously?
You must be joking. Keep one foot in front of the other. When you slide, shift your weight and keep your ankles straight. How you keep your ankles straight? Despite my efforts to do what Edwin described, it doesn't go nearly as well as it does for him. While he's gliding along like he was born on the ice, every step I attempt feels like I'm seconds away from disaster. You know, the more you panic and flail, the worse you make it for yourself. Stay calm. Easier said than done. Ah! One of my feet slips from underneath me, and I lose my balance, but Edwin catches me with his other arm. You're all right. He steadies me. Seems skating isn't one of my talents. You just need practice. Let's take this one step at a time. Slowly, little by little, Edwin guides me through learning how to skate until I can at least manage a few baby steps around the rink. Oh, I don't think I've ever been ice skating. I used to be decent at rollerblading, but I'm an old lady now and I can't do it no more. Oh, my nose. We had a romantic time together. He couldn't possibly be the murderer. The festival is more crowded now than it was when we first arrived. Lively conversations and laughter fill the air, along with Christmas music being played by some of the booths. Edwin leads me to the stand, handing out hot chocolate for free. This is a stick-up. I want all of your free hot chocolate. There's a line, but it's moving quickly enough that we don't have to wait too long before we get ours. Nothing better than a cup of hot chocolate in weather like this, right? He takes a sip of his and chokes. Wonder if it's too late to warn your friend not to get any. I look down into my cup. Calling it hot chocolate is a stretch if we judge it by looks alone. Oh no. Chocolate-flavored water might be a more apt descriptor. Oh no, it's bad hot chocolate. I'd like that. I'd like that, Sleepy Bug. That would be a lot of fun. I'm gonna kidnap both you and my husband during the winter, and we're gonna go out and we're gonna get hot chocolate in the snow. This is not cocoa. I dash it to the ground. Think anyone is selling real hot chocolate around here? I will pay money for it. It would be a brilliant sales move. We head off through the throng in search of a booth selling hot chocolate. Real hot chocolate. What about that one? I stretch onto my tiptoes to peer into the cup held by a woman walking away from the booth in question, despite the skeptical look she gives me.
No.
Nah, that's soup. Hot soup? Hot soup? Hot soup from a booth. Maybe that went over... Never mind. They're selling fudge. Gimme. I'd settle for fudge.
Great.
Fudge it is, then. We get in line, and I rub my hands together against the cold. The woman in front of us turns around with a grin.
Hey there!
Fun! Totally not suspicious! Small world, huh?
Hey!
Oh, hey! Edwin, what's that face for? What's that scrunched up scowl for? Here to get your minds off the case?
Yeah!
Pretty much. I know the feeling. Honestly, I wish Nick would do the same. He's been going in circles around this investigation. He should really take a rest so he can come at it again with a fresh mind. She is very pretty. I'm suspicious about her, too. That's how he is. That's how he always is, though. I guess it's hard to blame him. We're dealing with a murderer who's been able to evade the police for the better part of the week already. Of course, that's not necessarily a danger depending on the killer's pathology, but then again, if we knew the killer's pathology, we might have caught them by now. Did you already forget the part about us trying to get our minds off the case?
Ah, sorry.
Sorry. I haven't had much of a chance to chat with Adrian about the case, so I thought she might be interested in hearing my theories. She looks at me. I will listen to Fawn's theories. Actually, yes, I would like to hear what you've come up with. I glance at Edwin. Sorry, I'm just anxious for this case to be wrapped up. So am I, but... He sighs and shakes his head. Fawn, meanwhile, looks delighted. Yeah, strawberry champagne, he definitely wants us to himself. Ooh. Broccoli Fox says in Germany mulled wine is very popular. Mulled wine. I've never tried that before. There's so many things I haven't tried before. Well, while Singh handles the primary investigation, I've been trying to get some insight into the killer's pathology. You know, what their mindset was. That should narrow down the list of suspects. After all, someone killing over a grudge would result in a different suspect list than someone killing for other reasons. It's difficult to get a clear image of the killer's mindset, but I'm increasingly starting to wonder if the killer's motivation might not have anything to do with the victims at all. Yeah.
Huh?
Did we investigate the victims? What? How does that make any sense? Since it's so difficult to pin down a motive related to the victims, I've been looking at the survivor instead. In other words, you. And wondering if someone might have benefited from having you survive a murder attempt. Yeah, what if... Yeah, I didn't think about that. Ooh, I will have to try that, Uggy Stoopy. Yeah, what if the victims didn't matter, and they were just trying to create a scene around the survivor? Who could benefit from something like that? Edwin. Edwin would benefit from that, making me think that I'm unsafe and that he needs to swoop in and protect me. Adrian, it's not looking good for you. She shrugs.
This is just a theory, but...
Ahem. Oh yeah, sorry. Fawn, I need to get my fudge. Fawn spins around to face the irritated fudge salesman who's been trying to get her attention. The line ahead of her has entirely cleared out.
Oops.
That's what I get for getting caught up talking about work. She hurries to the front of the line and buys her fudge.
See ya.
See you around. Edwin and I are next, and we each buy a small plate of fudge. One bite of the thick, rich chocolate is enough to make up for that sad attempt at hot chocolate we got earlier. It might not keep me warm, but it sure is delicious. Oh, it's getting cooler where I live, and it's getting cooler, and pretty soon I'll be able to make hot chocolate on the regular. Make extra fancy hot chocolate and have mulled German wine. I smile at Edwin.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking me to the festival tonight. Anytime.
I'll protect you, no matter what.
For you, I'd do just about anything. Like commit a murder so that I'd grow closer to you? It's not looking good. It's not looking good, Edwin. Day 6, Saturday. Fudge will always help. I wake up late in the morning and stare up at the ceiling instead of getting out of bed. It's hard to believe it's been less than a week since my life was appended. Now the weekend is here at last. A welcome break after the exhaustion of the last few days. Has it been 2 days? Is Kim gonna come by again? Meanwhile, I might feel like my life was being tossed into chaos even without the murder case, thanks to my feelings towards Edwin. Edwin and I have been close friends ever since we met, but now I'm not so sure what I feel is friendship. It's love, it's desire for marriage. I know for a fact he sees me as more than a friend. He confessed it to me himself. The question is, what do I want to do about that? Last night's visit to the Winter Festival felt an awful lot like a date. It's like we're poised on the brink between friendship and romance. I shake myself out of my thoughts and prepare for the day. Kim is supposed to stop by in a few hours, and there's also another study session this afternoon. As nice as it is to relax, I don't want to have to rush later. After a quick breakfast, I settle down and get an early start on my homework. Once it's out of the way, the rest of my weekend will be free. Finally, it's time for Kim to arrive, and I let him in.
Hey!
Thanks for coming by earlier than usual. I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
It's quite all right.
We both take a seat on the couch, Kim leaning back and opening his notebook to a new page.
So, what's going on?
You seem more relaxed than the last time we met. Does that mean you're feeling better about the situation? I have someone I can rely on. I'm trusting you, Edwin. I'm trusting you. Yeah, Nico, I would still. The weather isn't gonna stop me from drinking hot chocolate. But it is nicer to drink when it's actually cold outside. I also eat ice cream during the winter. And drinking a warm beverage is good to help you sleep. I have someone I can rely on. Is this the friend you talked about last time? Well, yes. Does that mean you aren't upset over his involvement in the case anymore? Well, I think through everything that happened with Edwin and take a deep breath. I wouldn't say that exactly. It's still on my mind that he's a suspect. I doubt I'll be able to stop thinking about that until the case is wrapped up. But I guess I've realized that as long as we have each other, we can face whatever happens, no matter how hard it gets. Even if getting through this case is painful, I'm sure we can do it. Just the way you said that, it makes me curious. Is he just a friend, or do your feelings go beyond that? Yes! That's something I've been thinking about too. Kim makes a note, and I fight the urge to look at what he's written down. Kim and I talk for a while longer, but it feels like a simpler session than last time. I know I still need to watch out for the killer, but my immediate concern right now is how I feel about Edwin, and that's not a conversation I want to have with Kim in detail. Maybe he can tell, because he doesn't press the point. He leaves sooner than usual, allowing me plenty of time before the study session later today. I'll just check my phone. I reach for my phone in its usual spot, but it isn't there. Oh crap, where did I put my phone? I searched the entire apartment, but I can't find it. Uh-oh. I remember talking to Edwin on my phone before going to the festival, so I must have lost it sometime after that. Since Drew and I both have cell phones, our apartment doesn't have a landline hooked up. It didn't seem worth the extra cost for the use we'd get out of it. Now that makes me feel vulnerable. Aw, man. Maybe it's best if I head to campus early. When I get to the library lounge, Edwin and Riley are already there. You should have called me. I'd have given you a ride. I couldn't. I lost my phone.
Huh?
You what? I know I had it before the festival last night, but I can't remember seeing it afterwards. I searched my whole apartment, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Unless it was snatched out of my pocket during the festival, and the only 2 characters we met during the festival was Fawn and Natasha. How could you lose your phone? Especially at a time like this. This is the last time you want to be without your phone. Pretty sure she didn't lose it on purpose. I know, but it's possible I left it in your car, so could you look for me when you get a chance? Sure, no problem. Just call the phone and hopefully it rings loudly. It's so weird how devastated we'd be nowadays if we just lost our phone.
I'll protect you no matter what.
And if it's not there, I'll stick with you until you get it back.
Thank you.
Thanks. The door opens again, and Clara joins us. She looks around the lounge. Am I early, or is it just us today? It's just us. We thought it would help us out more. It's just us. We thought it would help us out more if we had a study session focused on our material so we could really get into it. Sounds good to me. Right, then let's leave aside the question of how Adrian has been spending her time. Thank you. And get started. Like before, we split up the chapters between us so that we can compile our notes and go over everything together. That's actually a really good way to study. She is very pretty. I turn my attention to the section assigned to me and start to read through it, taking notes when I can. As I read, I become aware of Edwin glancing in my direction. I look up at him, but he turns his attention back to his notes. Someone's not focused on studying. After a few more minutes of reading, a piece of paper appears in the corner of my vision. It moves closer, pushed by Edwin across the table. There's a note written on it. Want to hang out tonight? Aww. I glance at Edwin, who pretends he's reading his textbook. Unbelievable. What is this, high school? That's what I was thinking. What are we, 15? I write a reply. I'd love to, Pookie. I write, I'd love to, on the page underneath his message, and then pass it back to him. He reads it, then looks over at me with a smile. He starts to write again. I can't help but roll my eyes, yet at the same time, I find myself returning his smile, passing notes back and forth like this is silly, yet oddly sweet. A moment later, the page slides in front of me again with a new message on it. Your place? We could watch a movie. I write back, sounds good. What time? I pass the page to Edwin and try to focus on my studying, but now my thoughts are abuzz with plans for tonight. Oh, hopefully none of those plans is finding out that he's a murderer. Watching a movie with a friend is nothing unusual. Nothing to get worked up over, yet my heart is racing. Because we're not friends, we're more than friends. Another message arrives in front of me. I should be free all day, so what time works well for you? Maybe 7? Unless you want to have dinner together first. I'd be happy to treat you. Oh! Oh! Ahem. The sound of Riley clearing his throat makes me snap my head up. He and Clara are watching the two of us, amusement evident on their faces. Like, what are you guys doing? Something we should know about? Should we leave you two alone?
Seriously?
Cut it out, you guys. It's not like that. It's totally like that. Why are you hiding? Why are you hiding that it's like that? It's totally like that. I don't know. I've seen Edwin look at you that way before, but I've never seen you do the same until now. She has?
Wait.
What?
What?
Looks like they want to keep it a secret. Maybe you shouldn't bother them. But it's so obvious. My cheeks flare with heat, and Edwin ducks his head. The tips of his ears red as he pretends to be engrossed in his textbook. We somehow survive the rest of the study session and get out of there with only a bit more teasing from our friends. It's like that. Why are we trying to hide it? Exactly. A meal, a succulent free meal with my friend who is going to be my lover. It's like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch more documentaries about these floofy Japanese birds. They're so cute. Exactly, Jelly Evie. But I don't think if Edwin's the murderer, from what I've been spoiled with, I think he just goes full yandere. If he's the murderer, I think, you know what? Maybe he just goes full yandere anyway. I don't know how he would act if we do find the real murderer. I don't know, but I do know that of the characters, he's the one that's got the yandere streak. He's the one who becomes overprotective. Exactly, Strawberry Champagne. What type of movie? Something sussy might happen. We might watch Labyrinth, and then we'll get into cosplaying. All right, Edwin should be here any minute now. The police returned Edwin's knife to me, so I'll have to ask him if he wants it back, or if he'd rather I held on to it for a while longer. Did we find our phone? I take a deep breath and look around. And also, what was dug up on that doll? I did my best to clean up after I got home, so the place looks decent. I try to keep things tidy anyway, and Drew isn't here to make a mess. Edwin's used to his nice fraternity, though. That building was pretty fancy. This apartment might not compare in his eyes. I don't think he cares. What's gotten into me? Edwin and I hung out plenty of times before. It's not like this is a date. Oh, I do too, Sebastian Haru. I like Japanese food too. I haven't had some good sushi in a while. Or is it? You know what I really like? That I can't seem to get anywhere? Some gosh darn ebiyaki. It's like takoyaki, the octopus balls on a stick that you see, but instead of octopus, it's shrimp. But the place I get it from doesn't sell ebiyaki anymore, so I can't get it, so maybe someday I'll make it myself. Oh, Augie Stoopy! Don't say that! Don't say he'll place the sky within your eyes. Oh, that's so romantic. Labyrinth is one of my favorite movies, by the way. A quiet knock interrupts me before I can continue overthinking things. Date or not, he's here. Just to be safe, I look through the peephole to make sure it's actually Edwin before I unlock the door. Good.
Hey.
Good evening. He offers me a fake bow and steps inside. What? No flowers?
No.
Nope, but I brought you something even better. Some sushi? He reaches into his pocket and then pulls his hand back out with a flourish to reveal my phone. That's even better than flowers. Alright, I was a little bit sus that maybe, because in other games, the yandere has stolen your phone to, like, make sure you don't get any calls from anybody else. You didn't misplace my phone, did you, Edwin? That wasn't your doing. It just fell out into your car, right? There's no reason that you would have found my phone so easily. Now I'm gonna be thinking about ebiyaki all day. Katsuboshi? Is that another? Oh, is that what the weird flakes are called? Katsuoboshi? Oh no, I want some shrimp balls now. Oh, I gotta figure out how to make those. Oh, I want them so bad. Shrimp balls. Ebiyaki. I want them so bad. I gotta learn how to make them. Well, we have the internet. I can learn how to make them. Someday I'm gonna make my own ebiyaki. With the flakes. Oh, katsuoboshi are the flakes made from shaved dried fish. Oh, that sounds so yummy. Think specifically to... Ooh, really? Tuna? Thank you so much, Broccoli Fox. Now I'm starving for some sushi. I found it on the seat. It must have fallen out of your pocket. I will choose to believe you, Edwin. Thank you so much for finding it. I didn't know what I was gonna do. Anytime. I take the phone back and check through my history to make sure I didn't miss anything urgent. One less thing to worry about. What would you like to eat with tonight's special feature? What are you supposed to eat during a movie? Popcorn, of course. I thought you were more of an ice cream guy.
Huh?
In 20 degrees, it's 20 degrees outside. So, ice cream it is. But not inside. He takes off his scarf and jacket and sets them down, shaking his head. Did you have any trouble parking?
No.
Nope, parking was pretty good. Much better than the frat house, in fact. Is there still a police car out front? If there was, I didn't see it. Did they already stop monitoring my apartment? They haven't caught the killer yet, but maybe they decided the risk to me is low enough now. Or maybe they're so close to cracking the case they've pulled out. Or maybe it was always just for show. I saw a car parked out there this morning, but I didn't check if anyone was in it. Edwin leans against the countertop. They were supposed to monitor your apartment until they caught the killer, right? Just in case you might be targeted. Yeah. Maybe that means they think the danger is past. Or maybe they're in between shifts, or driving around the building and I arrived at just the right time to miss them. Don't let it get to you. You're probably right. Thanks. I'll get the popcorn. In that case, I'll find us a good movie to watch. Let's watch Labyrinth. No, better yet, let's watch the greatest movie ever. Let's watch Batman Forever. Greatest movie ever made. Let's watch Batman Forever. I should do a video about, like, my tippy top favorite movies. I wonder if that'll get copyright claimed. He sits down on the couch and grabs the remote, and I head into the kitchen. Kettle corn or movie butter popcorn? Movie butter popcorn! I know he likes butter on his popcorn, so I'll play it safe and go with that. I like kettle corn popcorn, but you can't go wrong with movie popcorn. I throw the bag of popcorn into the microwave and get out some drinks while it pops, but my mind wanders. The case feels like it's hitting dead end after dead end, but maybe that's just my perception. Singh could call any minute now to let me know that I don't have to worry anymore. Please, I just want this nightmare to be over. The microwave beeps, so I take the popcorn out. Drinks in hand, I finally join Edwin on the couch. I glance at the TV to see him scrolling through horror movies. Is he expecting me to curl up and hide in his arms? Don't do that, Edwin. I can't watch horror movies right now. Ooh, that's a good one, Sebastian Haru. Fried Korean chicken. Oh. Oh, now I'm so hungry for seafood. Oh no, strawberry champagne, you got fleas in your room? I hate that. Oh, I've dealt with fleas before. Don't give up on those. I mean, don't slack on those. Those are serious business if they're all in your house. My cheeks heat up at the thought, and I clear my throat. Dinner is served. Movie butter?
Yeah.
Movie butter. You know me so well. I try. He takes a handful of popcorn and turns back to the TV. You picked a horror movie, huh? It's a ghost story. Why are we watching this, Edwin? I don't want to watch a horror movie. Why is that evidence? The horror movie Evan brought over for us to watch. Why is that evidence? I don't understand your criteria. Why is that evidence? Since when have you been so fixated on ghosts? It's better than thinking about flesh and blood killers, right?
Yeah.
You have a point there. Right now, I'd like some escapism, where the threat is something I'll never have to worry about in real life. So, let's watch Labyrinth. We don't have to worry about David Bowie coming in and stealing our siblings. I see you've decided where you fall on the do you believe in ghosts question. Let's relax and enjoy the movie then.
Yeah.
Let's. He starts the movie with a slight smile. I scoot closer to him. Not too close, but just close enough. Hello, Bloody Moon! Don't you quote, Uggy Stupid, don't you quote Batman Forever. Or do quote the greatest movie ever made. I think Jelly Evie, he wants us to watch a horror movie so that we'll be like, ooh, Edwin's protect us. Wait, is this too close after all? Or am I overthinking things again? Before I can think about it any further, something brushes my arm, and I freeze. That was Edwin's hand. He slowly puts his arm around my shoulders. I guess I'm not too close. I risk a look at him, just as he leans towards me. His lips brush mine. Kiss him! Kiss him! Kissy poos! Oh! How far did we get into the movie then we just start making out? Although my heart feels like it's about to pound its way out of my chest, I kiss Edwin back. His lips are warm, and I feel dizzy. He angles his body towards mine and slips his other arm around me to pull me closer. I fall against him and catch myself on his shoulders. Aww. Adrian. He breaks the kiss, only to murmur my name before kissing me again. He runs one hand through my hair. The movie is forgotten. Hey, I wanted to see what happened. Is it actually a ghost or was it circumstances? Netflix and chill. Or I guess just chill. Exactly, Uggy Stoopy. Aw, I hope the doggy gets better, Strawberry Champagne. Wait, who mentioned Oran Host Club? Suddenly, my phone starts ringing. Dang it! Whomst? Still flustered, I grab it and look at the caller. It's Singh.
Huh?
What could he want at a time like this? Who? Detective Singh. Of all the people to interrupt tonight. He sighs and shakes his head. Although, I suppose it could be good news. Either way, you'd better answer it. Like, Detective, I was in the middle of making out. He pauses the movie. You might need to roll it back an hour or two as well. Right. I answer the phone.
Hello?
Is everything all right?
His voice is tense. Is something wrong? I need to find Edwin Anderson. He's been here the entire time. We went to his room, but he's not there. Based on the information we were able to gather, he was last seen headed towards your apartment. Is he with you? Well... I take that as a yes. What is this about?
I'll talk to you soon.
We can discuss it when I get there. I'm on my way now, alright? Alright. I end the call and stare at my phone for a moment. What more could the police possibly need to ask Edwin about?
Are you okay?
Adrian, are you alright? What was the phone call about? I give myself a shake and look up from my phone. That was Detective Singh. Apparently the police need to talk to you about something, so they've been trying to find you. They found out you came here, so he's on his way over. Again? What do the police want with me now? I don't know. He groans and rubs his forehead. I have half a mind to get out of here before he shows up, but I have a feeling that would make things worse. Yeah. We sit together in tense silence until someone knocks. That must be Singh. I take a deep breath and hurry to the door. I peer through the peephole to make sure it's Singh, and see the detective standing in the hallway with 2 other officers. Don't you manhandle my boyfriend! Exactly, don't tell me he's the killer, we just kissed him! My stomach flips, but I open the door. They step inside. Singh's gaze goes directly to Edwin. Glad to see you're still here. Adrian said you were looking for me.
Unfortunately.
Correct. I'm afraid you'll have to come with us.
What?
What's going on? New evidence was uncovered in the investigation. It places you at the scene of the crime on the night in question. What? My stomach drops. When Singh said he was looking for Edwin, I thought he needed to question him again. I didn't think he planned to arrest him. Edwin, the killer?
Wait, what?
He lifts his hands into the air.
No.
It's not true, I swear it isn't. I wasn't anywhere near the crime scene that night, and I'd certainly never kill anyone, or do anything to hurt Adrian. I'm not surprised you'd say that, but the evidence suggests otherwise. Edwin looks at me. You believe me, don't you? I'm sorry about this, Adrian. I didn't want to arrest him in front of you, but we couldn't take the chance of him running. I stare at the two of them, numb. The world blurs around me. Edwin? The murderer? The one who killed those girls in the pool and chased me? He seems so sincere in his anguish, yet Singh doesn't seem like he's lying, unless Singh is the murderer and he's trying to pin it on my boyfriend. He just seems sad about how it turned out. Exactly. Daddy, please don't take him. I'm just gonna save. So I am going full Edwin. There must be a mistake. I don't believe it. There must be a mistake. Edwin can't be the killer. Adrian. Such relief shines in his eyes that my heart leaps with even greater conviction that I'm right. No matter what this supposed new evidence shows, he isn't guilty. I know that, unless he is. Don't prove me wrong, Edwin. No one would want to believe such a thing about a friend, but the evidence is there. What is it then? What proves Edwin was at the crime scene? I've got all this evidence, and none of it points to him. Maybe some of it. DNA evidence that was overlooked initially. When we went over everything again, we realized he had a sample. We had a sample that could be tested. It confirmed that Edwin was at the pool last night, which is enough to act on. Isn't the timing strange? Yeah.
Oh.
How so? You went over the evidence thoroughly from the start. Finding evidence near the crime scene or discovering new eyewitnesses, I could believe that. But evidence found from the scene itself? Yeah, that the timing is off. Also, this is coming right after I gave you that knife that belonged to him, and you could fabricate some new evidence from that. Singh, are you the murderer? How did you miss it before? These things happen. I can assure you it was retrieved during the initial investigation. Somehow it was overlooked for testing until now. Somehow? Uh-oh. Is this it? Is this the confrontation? Are you sure it isn't new? Yeah, are you sure it isn't new?
Yes.
What if someone, maybe even with good intentions, revisited the crime scene in the hopes of finding evidence after it had already been opened up to the public? That's not possible. I looked over all the reports myself. It's not new. I thought I had something. I swear to you, I wasn't at the pool that night. You're suggesting the evidence was fabricated then? Since I wasn't at the pool, that's the only explanation. A more obvious explanation is that you're lying. Edwin scowls and takes a step forward. Detective, you people have questioned me about everything under the sun, but the one thing I've never gotten a straight answer about is what you think my motive is. Okay, Nico, so what happened was we were having a date with Edwin, the blonde guy there, and we were having a date, and we were making out, and we were Netflix and chilling, and then all of a sudden we get a call from the Detective Singh saying that they went to Edwin's apartment to look for him, but knew he was here, so they're here to arrest Edwin, because he thinks that they've got some new evidence that proves that Edwin was at the crime scene, but Edwin is saying that he isn't, so in this playthrough, I'm going full believing Edwin, I'm saying no, the evidence must have been fabricated, and that's what's happened. I think so. Also, Detective Singh, the cool guy right there, we gave him Edwin's knife. He knew that Edwin gave us his knife, so he came to us and said, "Hey, give me that knife," to check for evidence, to see if any blood was on that knife, to see if it was the murder weapon. So he has some evidence that wasn't there before. So he could have fabricated some evidence from that. I don't know. I care about Adrian more than anyone in the world. I'm in love with her. His bold declaration makes me blush despite the circumstances. So why in the world would I try to kill her? Perhaps you weren't trying to.
What?
There are different types of motives. We've looked at who... Then again, if Singh is the murderer, what would his motive be? We've looked at who had a motive to kill the victims, who had a motive to kill Adrian. But the one that might apply in your case is who could benefit from having her survive a murder attempt. After all, you two have grown much closer because of this. Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty. So, he thinks Edwin's motives is that he benefited from having me survive a murder attempt because we've grown closer. Now, then why kill the jock that was in the jock room? Like, why come... So, he killed somebody before he came into the main pool room. The murderer did. He, she, or they killed somebody in the locker room and then came into the pool room and killed some of the swimmer girls who was around me. So, if he would have killed the jock in the back room, I wouldn't even have known about it unless he came out here. There must be something I can say to make Singh look at everything again. Yeah, the motive seems a bit shaky, too. I don't know if I'm gonna have to go back and save scum any of that, but that motive seems awful shaky. That's a good point, Broccoli Fox. What if he wanted a promotion? What if he committed the murder and then, like, did all this stuff to make him look cool so that he would be promoted? Because I don't think he has a... I think Edwin is the only one whose motive, like, is Yandere-ish. Okay, strawberry champagne. That motive seems shaky. That supposed motive. What about it? It's illogical. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense.
What are you talking about?
What?
Excuse me? Edwin and I were already close before this. Objection! Yeah! We've gotten closer now, but I think that it would have happened even without the case. Yeah, and Edwin said that he was in love with us like the moment we met under the umbrella years ago. He couldn't have counted on how I'd react either. To kill several people on the off chance that I'd grow closer to him afterwards just doesn't make any sense. The logic is twisted, but the logic of a killer often is. Yeah, that's something a killer would say, Sing. If people are determined to believe someone is guilty, they'll invent a motive if they can't find one. Edwin, I know he feels better, but this isn't the time. All right, that's enough. Detective Singh.
I apologize.
I'm sorry, Adrian. I know you want to believe in your friend, but all I can do is listen to what the evidence tells me. He turns to Edwin. Don't you take my boyfriend!
Don't
No!
move.
No! No! Edwin Anderson, you're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
No.
This can't be happening. I stand there helplessly, unable to come up with a new argument. There's nothing I can do as Edwin is placed under arrest. That could be a point, Nico, if the guy in the locker room was somebody who was getting closer to us. Yet, as they lead him to the door, I find my voice at last. Edwin! He looks back at me. I believe you. Despite the circumstances, a smile crosses his face.
Thanks.
Thank you, Adrian. I'll find proof. I'll prove your innocence if it's the last thing I do. The door closes behind them, and I sit down at my desk with renewed determination. There must be something the police overlooked, and I'm going to find out what it is. The true killer is still out there, but not for long. I won't let them frame Edwin and get away with it. I'll find the truth if it's the last thing I do. Mm-hmm. Don't you prove me wrong, Edwin. I believe you. Wait, what? Wait, what? Successfully romance an innocent Edwin. What? 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 Wait, no! No! Is that the end? Ah! What? Okay, so... Okay. Successfully romance an innocent Edwin. So Edwin was innocent. So who's the killer? Do we not find out who the killer is? Ah! Alright, hold on. It's Save Scum time. It's Save Scum time. So I'm gonna go back and see if, in this confrontation, if we can... So the timing is strange, but what about the murder weapon? Yeah. Even though the knife came back clean, that doesn't mean it clears him of the crime. He could have used a different murder weapon. But the murder weapon we saw him have is the same as the knife, and the knife that he has, unless he has someone else's knife, it would have to be somebody in the same fraternity, because only people in that fraternity would have the knife. We have reason to believe the first victim, the young man killed in the locker room, owned the same type of knife. It could have been taken from him during a struggle. They would know that, though. Wait a minute. Why would he have it in the locker room? Why would he just have that knife? That's right. Edwin told me about that. But, yeah, that widens the range of suspects. If Edwin's knife is no longer a factor, anyone else who was at that pool that night is as much as a suspect as he is. If the knife was stolen, then anybody could have stolen it. There is one difference. He has a personal connection to you.
Oh.
That's not enough to use as evidence. That's a little bit of evidence. I mean, everybody's pretty sus, but I haven't really talked to Fawn very much. But she doesn't really have any motive at all. I guess none of them do, really. More importantly, I wasn't at the pool that night. There must be something I can say to make Singh look at everything again. Yeah, what about... So the motive was kind of off, but what about the killer's other actions? Such as... Yeah, what else did they do? The doll, for one. Yeah.
What?
Doll? Yeah, a creepy doll that was sent to me. It felt like a warning from the killer, so I turned it over to the police. Singh groans and rubs his hand over his face.
Unfortunately.
The data from that has been inconclusive.
Huh?
Inconclusive? Can't you trace down the materials used to make the doll or something like that? I know the killer wanted to get under my skin. There must be something that proves it couldn't be Edwin. Alright, that's enough. No! Don't take my boyfriend away now! Wait, what? Wait, did we do it? Did we do it? I didn't want to even consider the possibility, but too many of the things you've said line up. My heart leaps. Did we do it? You mean, something about this case has felt rotten from the beginning.
I'm not entirely sure.
Part of me couldn't shake the feeling that the evidence, or lack thereof, was being manipulated by someone on the force. Was it Fawn? It might be Fawn. You mean the actual killer is a cop? It's possible. The two officers with Singh, two who stood quietly throughout the entire discussion, looked startled by this revelation. I think we did it! I think we saved him! Oh, I think we're getting closer. If my suspicions are correct, I'll need to move quickly before she knows we're on to her. I hope you don't mind me leaving someone here to guard you, just in case. It's Fawn! It's Fawn! It's her! I had a feeling, but then again it could have been anybody. Her. A cold pit forms in my stomach. He not only thinks the actual killer is with the police, but he has a specific person in mind.
Whatever.
Fine. We should have answers soon enough. But why, baby? Why? Why would she do it? Unless she wants to, like, fabricate a story to put on her blog? Yeah, Fawn is a sussy baka. Singh leaves the two officers guarding us, and I sit down on the couch with Edwin. I rub my forehead. We did it! We did it, bros! We did it! We did it! Man, I was so worried that would end right there. Good, we know Edwin is innocent. I think we're on the path. We're on the path, we did it! I don't know about you, but I think I'd like to save the movie for another time, when we don't have an audience, for one thing. He lets out a weak laugh. You know, someone watching us make out. I just hope this doesn't end with me being arrested after all. His expression grows serious, and he looks into my eyes.
Thanks.
Adrian, thank you for believing in me. I know you'd never kill anyone, and I know you'd never do anything to hurt me. He glances at the two officers, who seem to be at least trying to give us some privacy. He moves closer to me, and I lean in the rest of the distance. Our lips meet in a soft, fleeting kiss. We separate and look into each other's eyes. In this moment, everything feels right. Then my phone rings. I look at the number, and the cold pit from earlier spreads to send a chill through me. I swallow hard and answer.
Hello?
Congratulations.
What?
What?
Don't play dumb. I know Nick never would have seen through it without you. He might be the one arresting me, but you're the one who outsmarted me.
So, it really was you.
If this was another case, I'd love to interview you for my blog about how you cleared your friend of suspicion. But I suppose that won't be possible this time.
Why did you do it?
Yeah! Lady!
It doesn't matter now. You won.
It totally matters.
Goodbye, Adrian.
I don't like how she said that. That sounded more like a see you next time. She hangs up. I stare at my phone.
Are you okay?
Adrian, is everything alright?
No, she's gonna get me.
It's fine. The case is finally over. I close my eyes and let out a long breath. Fawn. I can't imagine why she did it, but the true killer has been caught, and Edwin is free of suspicion. Now we'll have all the time in the world to see where our new relationship leads, and the music's just happy and everything. Fawn, why did you send me a creepy doll, Fawn? I open my eyes and look at him again. Maybe we should try watching that movie after all. I would be afraid that she's still out there. We did it! Yay! Oh, we don't see her. We don't see her getting arrested and shaking her fist going, I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids and your, non-existent dog. High fives all around. Yeah, yeah. Pour some Gatorade on Conrad. We got her. Cool. That was really cool. It was fun. This time it was fun the whole time. But there's still so much that can happen. Look at that smile. I knew that smile was a guilty smile. I knew that smile, that adorable smile was sus. Cool. Whew, I was really worried there. I was really worried we messed that up. All of this evidence seems kind of useless. What's up with this evidence? It's hardly evidence. Whew, what are we at? What are we at? I am getting kind of tired. Whew. So, Nico, we, I don't know. Throughout the whole game, I've been just straight, Edwin, like, believing him, believing that Edwin's not the murderer, and not, like, doubting him at all. I don't know if that has anything to do with solving the case. But in the very ending, when you're having a conversation with the detective, I think that's what determines, like, if you have enough evidence to pinpoint who the murderer is. But even then, I didn't really know what I was choosing. Hence, I got the bad ending before. So I don't know if I'll play this again. Maybe I will, because I think when you beat the game one time, you can then go back and choose. Wait, let me see. Yeah, because you have completed a story before, you are now able to select a killer of your choosing. So, that's cute, their little expression changes. So, when you play the game again, you can choose who the killer is. So I'm wondering, would you guys like me to play this again and definitely to see how the game changes if Edwin is the killer? Wait, go back. I want to go back. I want to go back. I can't go back. I can't go back. I think instead of evidence, wait, I'm just gonna. I want to go back to the title screen. Come on, guys. I just want to go back to the title screen. I just want to go back to the title screen. Yeah. Okay. So I'm kind of tired right now. But if you would like me to play this next week and see what happens when Edwin really is the killer, I can do that. I think that would be really interesting to see, now that we've seen what it's like when Edwin's innocent. Let's see what it's like when he actually is the killer. Oh, really? Someplace scary? Are there other games where the killer is randomized? I would love that. That's so much fun, because you don't know who might the killer be. So I think the evidence in the little where is it? I think this evidence is more like a picture gallery. Like, maybe it's more of an achievement thing? Because why would the card I used to get into the local library be evidence? Evidence of what? What if I'm the... Why would a pack of instant noodles that Edwin told me about who stores ramen in the ceiling, why would that be evidence? That doesn't make any sense. So maybe they're more collectibles than evidence. Because all the evidence I used at the end of the game was just kind of logicked. Yeah, that's a good point, Someplace Scary. Maybe they personalize the evidence to each killer. So, boy, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. So next week, we'll play this again, but we can choose Edwin to be the killer to see how that changes. But right now, I think it's time for some sleepies. Man, I wish I had some sushi. I wish I had some ebiyaki or something. That's okay. Whew. That was fun, though. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you to everyone who joined. Thank you to everyone who couldn't make it. Thank to everyone who's lurking. I appreciate it so much. That was a lot of fun. That was a whole lot of fun. And next week we'll see what happens if Edwin isn't so innocent. Phew, phew, phew. What else? What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Well, I hope all of you get some rest. I hope all of you have a great rest of your day, night, morning, evening. And I hope you all get to have your favorite food. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.